Hi friends, and welcome to another video. Today I will be sharing how to crochet these adorable cherries. They're so small and cute, and they're quite simple to make. As you can see back there, I made quite a few of them. I decided to turn this into a garland. For this project, you'll need a size 4 medium weight yarn. I'm using this very pretty acrylic yarn. It's got some sparkle there, and this yarn is called, I love this yarn, and it's quite soft for acrylic yarn, and I'm also using it in green. And you'll also need a size 3.5 millimeter hook. To begin our project, we're going to create a magic ring and do 6 single crochets in the magic ring. Okay, once you're done with that, you can close out your magic ring. And then for round 2, we are going to do 6 increases. An increase is doing 2 stitches in the same stitch. So we slip stitch and do a chain 1. So we're going to do 2 single crochet in each stitch around, completing a total of 12 single crochet for round 2. Slip stitch to that first single crochet and chain 1. And this tail, if you wanted to, you can just create a couple of knots and snip off the excess. I usually incorporate the tail in the next round just to secure it. So for rounds 3 and 4, we are doing 1 single crochet in each stitch around, completing a total of 12 single crochets for each round. So here I am at the end of that round. So we have one more round left. So for this last round, we are doing 6 decreases. A decrease is combining 2 stitches into 1. So to do a decrease, you will insert your hook into that first stitch, pull the yarn through, and then directly insert your hook into the following stitch, pull the yarn through. Now we're going to yarn over and pull through all loops. There's your decrease right there. So do that 5 more times. So here I am at the end of that round, and before I slip stitch to that first single crochet, I'm going to add a little bit of batting. And believe me, friends, you don't need very much for this tiny little piece. It could be a little difficult, at least for me it was, but this is all you pretty much need. There you have it. And then we will slip stitch to that first single crochet and then fasten off. Leave a little bit of a tail. So at this point, I attach my tapestry needle and I'm gonna close out. So as you can see here, there's a little bit of an opening there. So what I do is I will pull through the front loops only of that last round. See it there. And then just close it there. And then what I do is I just randomly weave in this tail there. Just do it a couple of times. There we go. There we have it. There's your tiny little cherry. So I've done my second one already. And now it's time to add the green part of it. So with my tapestry needle, I will take my green yarn and I will find, let me see, the top of the cherry. Here, I'll insert the green yarn. Sometimes, for me, it's easier to insert the yarn with the tapestry needle than the hook. Sometimes the hook can be a little too thick for me, so I find it easier just to use a needle there. Okay. There we have it. So we attach the green yarn. Leave that tail there so we can sew it in. And now I'm going to do a chain of 20. As I do my chain of 20, I'll fasten off and leave a little bit of a tail there. Sometimes I try not to pull on this yarn so hard because of the sparkle yarn. It's so delicate, it'll snap there. So once I do my chain of 20, I will grab my second cherry, attach my tapestry needle, and then sew it into the top of that second cherry. I'll just go through these loops maybe 2 or 3 times. And I will also go through that last chain just as an extra security there. Do it one more time. And then I'll just randomly insert the yarn through the cherry. It gets tangled in the batting, so it'll be nice and sturdy. That yarn isn't going anywhere. There we go. And now I will weave in the other end. There we go, friends. Now let's do the leaf. So with our green yarn, also using the 3.5mm hook, we are going to create a slip knot and do a chain of 12. So for this small piece, we are going to be working on both sides of the chains. We're going to be working on this side and that side. So to begin, in the second chain from the hook, we're going to do a single crochet. In the next chain, half double crochet. In the next chain, a double crochet, followed by a half double and a single. Now we're going to do a slip stitch. Now we're going to mirror what we just did here. Single crochet, half double crochet, double crochet, half double crochet, and that last chain we're going to do a single crochet. So there's the top portion of our little leaf. Now we're going to mirror the same pattern here into the bottom part of the chains on the other side. So there is my leaf. I will slip stitch to that first single crochet and fasten off. There you have it. I'll just weave in my ends. To attach the leaf, we are going to insert our hook through these middle loops in the leaf. This is where we did the slip stitches. So just insert your hook through those loops, grab hold of the chains in the cherries and pull it through. And there you have it. All right, let's work on the garland. To do the garland, I'm also going to use the same sparkle green yarn. We are going to create hanging loops. I mean, it's optional. I like to attach the hanging loops on my garland. So to do so, we're going to do a chain 10. And then slip stitch to that first chain, and it creates a loop, and chain 1. So now I'm going to do 10 single crochets around. There are my 10 single crochets. I'll slip stitch to the first single crochet. And now I'm going to do a chain of 15. Alrighty, there we go so far. And I'll attach my first cherry. So you can insert your hook just into that top loop there and do a slip stitch and chain 10. Attach your next cherry, slip stitch, chain 10, and so forth and so on. So I am separating my cherries by a chain of 10. I like a nice full garland, so I think that'll be a cute look. And then at the end of my garland, I'll create another hanging loop. So go ahead and finish up on your cherries, and I'll meet you when you've attached your last one. So here I am. I attached my last cherry, and I did a chain of 15 instead of the 10. Just to match the other end, we did a chain of 15 there to begin. So now I'm going to do my loop. So now I'm going to do a chain of 10. And then I will slip stitch to that first single crochet, chain 1, and do 10 single crochets around this loop. Slip stitch to the first single crochet, chain 1, and fasten off. And then of course weave in that end. And also I wanted to show you just for fun what I did with this one. I did a chain of 60 here, and I turned it into a backpack charm. And I tried it out on my rear view mirror, and it looks so great in my car. So as you can see, you can use it for many different things.
And there we have it, friends, a very easy cherries garland. This one here measured about a little over 2 feet, so it was a cute little size, but of course you can customize it by adding more cherries to it, but I think it's a very sweet and simple pattern. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Thank you so much for your time, and remember to hit that subscribe button. Thank you, friends. Bye.